Fadi El Masry here at the last day of the United Nations Climate Change Conference. It's just before 4 p.m. here in Doha, but none of the working groups have closed, with the exception of the Kyoto Protocol. But all the working groups still have work to do, even KP. While it's closed, there are still major issues that were sent to the informal ministerial discussions. The LCA produced a text this morning, when it came to finance, it said that those measures are being forwarded to the ministerial discussions as well. Now, these discussions have been taking place for the past 24 hours and have gone through the night, but nothing is finalized yet. And it seems to me that the main issue is finance, like I've mentioned before. Also, the way it's looking is that no countries are renewing their pledges for GHG emission reductions either. But again, all these are behind closed doors, so we really don't know what's going on. It's looking like the conference actually won't close till late tonight at the earliest, if not take another day or two. At least that's what the mood here is. About an hour and a half ago, His Excellency Abdullah bin Hamad Al Atiyah, the president of COP, held an informal stakeholder plenary with the co-chairs and the facilitators of all the working group, and urgency was definitely stressed. The developing countries are saying we're willing to make compromise, but the developed world must also share their compromises. They're saying we're not going to carry the burden ourselves. We've done that for way too long. It's time that the burden is carried by both the developing and the developed world. The presidency has been stressing to work out a whole package that works for everyone and not look at it the text word by word, but rather look at it as the whole package and assess it from a more international perspective. And how does it benefit the whole world, not just nation by nation? I think at least that's the least hope that we have of getting something passed here in Doha. It would be through an inclusive package that is looked through a global, broad lens and not nation by nation. I really wanted to mention what the Philippines has been doing. Yesterday, their minister made a very passionate statement regarding the typhoon. He ended it by saying, if not now, when? If not us, then who? If not here, then where? Today, he also made a very good statement that saw a huge round of applause by most nations, where he said, I have to go back to my children and look them in the eye and tell them what I did here. I want to tell them that I did the best we could. There is a sense of urgency to wrap this and reach an agreement by all nations from all sides. And they've been all putting the pressure on the presidency to get it done. He joked about it earlier, saying, my house is only 10 minutes away from here. I'm okay with staying. It's you guys that have planes to catch, so do it for yourselves. Unfortunately, I have a flight to catch this evening and won't be on the ground covering what happens tonight, but I will be keeping you guys up to date with the stuff as soon as I know it, and if anything changes in the next couple of hours before I leave, I will be making a new video. Thanks for watching over the past couple of weeks, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thanks, and have a